I'm very funny moment. You'll never notice. Wait till the end of the video. You'll find out what just happened. I'm with Dr. Dan to talk about Ibanez, possibly some Lego, possibly some Star Wars.
Why not?
And some funny names for Ibanez guitars because I don't remember the numbers yet. 2025, you always have special things at Guitar Summit, mate. What have you got for us this year?
This year we have come up with a special series. It's called the Visions Collection. And Visions, basically the name already, and again, gives it away. And he's making a barrier here. The name already gives it away. It's about what we envision for Ibanez, what Ibanez has been and what Ibanez could be. So basically create the quintessential guitars. It's on my...
We're not even 1 minute in, and you said quintessential. Thank you. Right, now I can focus because I was just waiting for it.
Dan Bingo. Dr. Dan Bingo.
Dan Bingo.
All right. So, yeah, basically what Ibanez is really about. And who else could this be better than the Custom Shop? And all these guitars are being made in the Custom Shop. And we are privileged enough to actually show them. Here, this one is already available, and two others they are a little bit of a sneak peek for the NAMM show widgets. I mean, they're on the website, obviously, but here you can see them in the flesh, and this is kind of...
What, through the Perspex?
Yeah, well... Yeah.
It's really big, D.
Yeah. Got the chunky neck. Really mega wizard.
Even for me, that's chunky. The Mega Wizard.
Yeah.
Right. What is this? What is the family name for this? You know, not the family name, but what's the familiar name? As I know it's got numbers.
Yeah, well,
what can we call it? What can we come up with? It looks like if you made a race car out of wood. A muscle car, but with wood. What's it called?
Okay.
You see, because it's got like these go faster stripes, but then all this beautiful.
Oh, now there's the cars that you built when you were a child, Boxcar. So
wait a minute, I never did that. I was never allowed. I was wrapped in cotton wool, but.
Well, that's like a luxurious boxcar.
Luxurious. Let's call it Boxcar.
Okay,
Boxcar Deluxe.
Boxcar Deluxe, yeah. What makes it deluxe is not just the heritage from the Custom Shop, but also it's a neck-through construction, which you can probably see in the B-roll footage. And that makes it very special because Ibanez usually only produce a couple like RGTs with neck-through construction. We have a few in the freemium range, but this from the Custom Shop is something quite out of the ordinary. And then, of course, you know, it's been spec'd with all the belts and Muster suite. That's that are beautiful maple fall chop, a local age tremolo, gold hardware for the usual DiMarzio, L0 tone zone, and velvet connection. Metal recessed knobs, which is always a nice take on, the RG Classic. Natural binding, of course, because if you have a solid top, of course, you would do the natural binding. And what's so cool about, because mahogany nowadays tends to get a little bit on the heavier side, but this is rather lightweight black limber. So it's a pretty cool combination you don't find everywhere. So that's a new take. And that's like the IV1 RG. Basically giving away its number one in the Ibanez Visions 1 RG.
Okay. Dan, what I like about this, my favorite feature, I'm going to pick my favorite thing about each of these four guitars, is the way that the color of the back of the body is blended into the neck.
Yeah.
That is absolutely beautiful, and it gives me that handmade sort of loving care, that sort of attention. But you could do that, quicker and faster and with less love. But it looks like it's been done by someone who cares about how that looks. That's my favorite thing about that. That's a lot of extra. Can I take a guess? Is it IV2? Right, Dan, IV2.
Yeah.
Oh. Beautiful.
Woo! That was not rehearsed.
Not rehearsed.
Awesome.
So beautiful. We've covered that.
Yeah.
IV3. Now, what we got, Dan?
Well, basically, it's the same, just different color.
Oh. Let me check the back.
Yeah. You can see that the neck is, again, different, but, I think with, especially talking about the color combination, they went, the previous one, the IB1, is a little bit, the back is a little bit stained, so it looks darker. Yes. This one, you can tell it's black limber. So it gives away the grade and also the pattern of the wood pretty nicely. Also, you've got the natural binding that is colored, so, with that maple girl top. And but basically, other than that, the specs are pretty much the same. We've got the Ebony fretboard. And also, here's a little bit of a hint if you want to tell if it's a custom guitar or not. At the very end of the fretboard, there is the serial number in it, stamped in. Okay, so this is if you can tell if it's been made at the custom shop or not.
Well, my favorite feature on the IV2, and it's probably true for the IV1 as well, is the fret ends. They're not really a feature; it's just a fact.
Yeah.
Your custom shop fret ends are just divine. They are absolutely wonderful.
Piece of art. The fret ends are
Just the fret ends. And if you ever wonder about what sort of quality or price point a guitar is, have a look at the frets, have a look at the fret ends, because this is the way it takes the time and the craftsmanship. And that is top of the game.
Yep. Yeah, I'm very happy. And then, as I said, this will be displayed at NAMM show and available to purchase for next year.
I'll think about it. Think about it.
Like a good price.
Will you heck?
But I'm really like what I'm more excited about is even to see what else they come up with, because back in the day, a little bit of side story, we had the semi-custom shop program, so actually consumers could go to their dealers and they could spec their Ibanez guitar. And you know options paralysis. This is what actually happened. A lot of people they went to dealers that I can't decide. So we ended up speccing stuff and just bring it out, and then it would go to the collectors and to the players. Every guitar would find a home. And for this series, we made it easier. So we are now experimenting on our end, and then we bring it out. And these are not one-offs, but these can be purchased for a limited amount of time in that configuration. And then we move on to the next model and experiment a little bit more.
I'm just taking a moment. I'm absolutely listening to you, but I'm taking a moment to take it in, because I know I'm presenting a video here, and sometimes I don't truly get to look at these things. And the colors is just gorgeous, so they're beautiful.
Yeah. We were talking that price range, we're talking these are 9K, so they're very expensive, per se. Not really accessible. But, being an avid Ibanez fan myself, I can tell about the quality, and this is like the last 2% in build craftsmanship, in whatever, maybe even in just mojo for me personally.
Yeah.
But this is what they give me whenever I get them out of the case. And of course, not everyone will be able to afford them. I'm not able to afford them, but
I am, because he's going to give me a special price.
I will.
I know on video.
But as I said, if you want you want to treat yourself, if you're on the market for a high-end instrument, or you're just looking for a guitar for the rest of your life to play, to enjoy, this is it. And the custom shop is just doing amazing work. As I said, it's a piece of art. You can either have a Mona Lisa painting, or have this. That's the Mona Lisa for guitarists. That's the video title.
There we go. You have that one. Okay. Right, Dan, the only problem with guitars is they're too small and they've got too many strings on them and the notes are too high. So I've had enough. Anything you can do for me?
Of course. In the Visions series, we also have a beautiful bass based on our SR. So this is Soundgear bass. And actually, it's one of the very few Soundgears that come from the custom shop. We had a handful, but basses, usually we don't do a lot of custom shop work on cases.
And this is the first time I've spoken to you in this video that we tend to do every year, and first time I've seen a custom shop bass in this kind of video.
There have been a couple others, but they're usually like super small quantities, as this is as well. But again, that's part of the Vision series, and they kind of went all in with this. So they say super lightweight, and I'm really talking super lightweight ash body. Unfortunately, we cannot get it out, but it's like...
What? You don't need to, but if you look very carefully, you can see it's just floating just above the stand. That's how light it is. That's why they're in here, just to stop it escaping.
Like a balloon? No, but like, it's really like super lightweight, especially for a bass. And that 5-string also has a quad walnut top, with that nice edges and the kind of binding approach, where it's set up and then it's sanded over. So it's like a super smooth transition.
So I just saw the back of the neck. I'm absolutely listening again. But I had a moment.
Yeah, that's Mayful purple part, and that's kind of matched to a pale moon ebony fretboard. What gives it that kind of it floats into each other. All the colors,
but they do float. Yeah, there's this the non-black ebony stuff. Yeah. I think looks odd on a guitar, and I've seen them on a few single cut models some years ago, and they seem like a sort of financial choice. This works on a face, like non-black ebony works when you have this, because basses can be a bit like weirder, a bit more sort of natural sometimes, or I call them bass player basses. Right, a guitar player that wants to play bass, I don't think they'd pick that up. That's a bass over a bass.
I had a similar conversation today with another bass channel in Germany, and he was telling me, the crazy stuff, always the basses started with that, with coupler barrel tops and stuff. He said it was unheard of, and then the bass player started with that, and then after a couple of years, the guitar players kind of discovering, they were thinking like, oh, that's pretty cool. So
We were still on neon pink and
yeah, kind of spandex pants and like that. Yeah.
yeah. No, I'm not sure I have an opinion on it because I'm not a bass player. But if a bassist turned up to some show or something with that, I'd think, firstly, how much did he be paid and why am I not being paid more? And secondly, where's their bass player playing a beautiful neck like that from behind? So can you please turn around and so I have to see the neck?
We got a head stuff. It's horses. Those tuners wearing really had a vintage style tulip tuners, and that is a really cool detail.
So I love it. Then I absolutely love it. As much as I can love a bass. Of course.
We got to limit the expectations and enthusiasm.
I put it through my bass love filter. Yeah. I wouldn't want that in my collection. But if you are a bass player that you've accidentally found this channel, let me know what you think about that in the comments section because I'd like to know what real musicians are pretty. Yeah, thank you, mate. It's always a pleasure talking to you, as you know, on and off camera. And we can stop pretending to be friends now. Can you ever turn the camera off?
Hi.
Okay,
Where's the money? Where's the moon?
where's the money? You've already given it me.
All right.
There it is.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah.
$50 for this one. 50 smackaroonies in the pocket already. Thanks so much, buddy. And I think that take care. And I know you've got other things to do, so you're going to do those. And I'll just wander around.
All right.
Links in the video description. Do that. If you don't, he'll find you and he'll force 50 euros into your hands. And I will see you in another videos. That's it. The Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Okay. I think you made it just no. It's okay. You're famous now.